Well, the Syrian army's victory in the city of Homs has made it possible for thousands of civilians to return home after over 2 years of displacement. Fierce battles between the government troops and foreign-backed insurgents have left large parts of Homs in ruins, but people say they will rebuild their city.
Here is Old Homs, a city foreign-backed militants once described as the capital of the so-called revolution. All of the quarters of the ancient city have been announced by the Syrian government as clear of militants and secure for residents to return. Thousands of displaced civilians have started to flock back into the old quarters of Homs after they were cleared of foreign-backed militants. In general, they're all happy. However, many of them had their homes completely destroyed. The level of destruction leaves anyone walking the streets of Old Homs astonished. This is an old market for jewelry in Al-Hamidiyya quarter. We arrived as shop owners were still pouring in to see the situation on ground, amazed by the extent of damage caused by the militants. Despite the catastrophe, people said they are happy to return to their land.
I have been displaced by terrorists for nearly 2 years and a half from my neighborhood, al-Barazi. I am returning home. I will live in my house, whatever its condition is.
There is huge damage, but we are happy we were able to get back to our home. We thank the Syrian army. I hope leaders of Saudi Arabia, Qatar and Turkey suffer what we suffered. They were the main reason behind our displacement and suffering. They destroyed our country, but we will rebuild it.
Rebuilding what was razed down requires huge efforts. Meanwhile, the governor of Homs told Press TV that emergency repairing workshops started, especially for electricity.
All quarters of Old Homs are secured. Maintenance and service workshops continue for restoring electricity and water as part of an emergency plan. However, destruction is outrageous, but we will exert our utmost effort. Al-Barazi is the last quarter in Homs city where there are still militants. Very soon, it will be secured.
On Friday, the deal of Old Homs was completely and successfully finalized with the evacuation of the last batch of militants to the northern countryside of Homs. The deal gave the Syrian army a great victory over hundreds of militants fortified in Old Homs for over 2 years. Hamad Ali, Press TV, Old Homs.